In this video, we'll use the documentation that's been generated to produce a well-formatted Word document. The takeaway is how to use AI for end-to-end documentation instead of copying and pasting from a chatbot. Let's begin by looking through the steering docs and session logs. Depending on which exercises you've walked through to this point, your collection may be significantly different. Regardless, the process will be the same. Steering Markdown documents are located under .kiro/steering. Session logs are located under Sessions. I'll tell the agent to review my steering documents and session logs. Tell me what looks current, what looks stale, and what's missing. Don't change anything yet, just report. For my environment, the agent returns some suggestions. It's important to note that there is no secret memory the agent has access to. It's merely comparing and contrasting existing documentation to look for inconsistencies. For my purposes, I'll instruct the agent to go ahead and make the suggested changes. It's not particularly important to review the changes the agent is suggesting for me, since your use case will differ. However, once the agent wraps up, we should take a moment to look at the changes that are made so that we can learn more about the Kiro interface. For this environment, the agent updated profile.md, project.md, and memory.md. Though I could review the documents directly, in most cases dialoguing with the agent is better than reading files. In this case, the agent has returned brief paragraphs about changes that have been made. If something looks off, I can open a document for a closer look. Better yet, I can click the View All link at the bottom of the AI chat panel to see changes made in each document. In the Execution Changes tab that displays, the original relevant text is shown to the left and the new text is at the right. Text highlighted in green is new text. Text highlighted in light red is deleted text. If I need to revert, the interface makes this possible via the Revert button at the bottom of the AI chat panel. In a later video, we'll discuss utilizing Git for more robust version control. I'm satisfied with the changes and will now provide a prompt for documentation. Since I have a specific structure and styling in mind, I'll provide a detailed prompt. Note that in preparing this material, I had some difficulties in getting the prompt to work consistently. Therefore, I'll bump the model level up to a frontier level LLM. This will incur additional cost and should thus be used with discretion. This lengthy prompt explicitly states that JavaScript is preferred over Python. This is because we can get better styled output via JavaScript. I'll click Submit. We'll review the rest of the prompt in detail shortly. But first, notice that the agent states that Node.js is needed when using JavaScript to generate a Word document. Node.js is a free program that lets your computer execute JavaScript outside of a web browser. It's widely used across industry, and it's a standard tool for building and running JavaScript-based utilities like the one generating our Word document. I'll inform the agent I want to install Node.js. The agent tells me that the current PowerShell session won't pick up the new path until it's restarted. As a rule of thumb, if you install anything that modifies the path while Kiro is running, don't just restart a PowerShell session, restart Kiro. This will save you headaches in the long run. The agent asks me if I want to proceed with the install. I'll say Proceed. Installing Node.js will bring up a dialog box requiring confirmation. Alternatively, the agent may recommend downloading Node.js via browser. I'll continue by clicking Yes here, allowing Kiro to finish its processing, and then I'll restart Kiro. Now that I've restarted Kiro, I'll tell the agent to build and execute the documentation script. While Kiro is working, let's get back to reviewing the lengthy prompt we previously submitted. I've got that prompt structurally represented in this walkthrough for ease of understanding. We start with a title page comprised of basic information. Next is a table of contents. These aren't difficult to create manually in Word, but having AI handle it saves some time. The next sections are where AI can save a lot of time. The executive summary is one paragraph capturing what was accomplished. The deliverables section catalogs each artifact produced, including name, purpose, and where it lives. The Key Learning section covers patterns and techniques that emerge across sessions. Session history is drawn directly from the session log file. Before the agent can write any of the above sections accurately, it needs to know where to look. We'll point it explicitly at 3 sources: steering documents, Python files, and session logs. Styling follows. We're using a subset of Microsoft Manual of Style conventions with navy blue headings, Calibri light font, gray table headers, alternating row shading, etc. On a larger document, you'd specify much more: headers, list, caption styles, and so on. One practical note: we've included screenshot placeholders throughout. AI can take screenshots, but manual screenshots produce more reliable results. Finally, the prompt requests 2 output formats, a docx and an HTML version. In this environment, I don't have Word installed, so the HTML preview is essential for checking the output immediately in a browser. Now let's return to Kiro to see what it did. In the Explorer panel, we can confirm that the project documentation exists in docx and HTML form. I'll open the HTML version by right-clicking on it and selecting Reveal in File Explorer. From File Explorer, I can open the HTML version. A quick review looks good, but I'd like to involve an agent for a deeper look. I'll ask the agent to check 3 things: the deliverables list, the session history accuracy, and the styling. I'll choose to accept the agent's suggestions. You can iterate as desired until you get the results you want, but personally, I found that Kiro can remove much of the time-consuming labor of documentation, but not all of it. Usually I need to open the Word document and make manual changes. This is especially true of screenshots where AI can help, but may not provide adequate quality depending on your situation. The agent writes to a general technical audience by default. If your real audience is different, you'll want to reprompt and tell the agent your expected audience. We've learned now that the steering documents have been doing 2 jobs all along. The first job, the one we've been talking about throughout these videos, is persistent memory across chat sessions. The second job is the one we just executed. Every steering document and session log contributes to a self-documenting system. Documentation, status reports, handoff notes, technical specs, all of it can be synthesized from the context you've already been keeping. You logged it once during the work. The agent assembles it on demand. Think about what that means for your documentation task in your actual job.